Okay, so let me start this video by stating that this is not an angry rant about the Money Fronts update. You guys know how I feel about this DLC. I think that the content in this update is solid. I also think that the quality of the update is reasonably good, with the exception of all the other unrelated things that Rockstar Games has inadvertently broken upon release of this update. So what's up, everybody? OddMan105, aka the Odd One here, with a short talking head piece on how Rockstar Games can seemingly break something in their game with every major update. So let's just get right into this. Now, this is footage that I recorded earlier today upon logging into GTA 5 Online to capture needed footage for my weekly update video. And I've increased the speed of this footage 500% so that you guys don't have to sit through the agonizing relogging and closing and relaunching of the app to eventually get into GTA 5 Online. Let's remember, this is a live service game that relies on its servers to be functional and operational to allow players to play the freaking game. But as you can see, after 10 minutes of literally painstaking and agonizing shutting down and restarting the app, I finally got in. Now, at the time, the problems with logging into GTA Online were neither caused by my home network, because I'm not on Wi-Fi here, nor my ISP, but were in fact being caused by Rockstar's own servers. And I'd received several messages regarding the game being unable to download chapters 1 and 2, and constantly being told to return to the main menu or try again. Chapters 1 and 2 specifically references certain DLC content in GTA Online. And initially, I thought that all of these login problems were limited to the Xbox platform, but I've also gotten reports from players on the PlayStation Network who've experienced similar problems logging into GTA Online. And the problems don't even stop there, because apparently Rockstar Games has managed to either nerf or break Cayo Perico again. Now, the following footage took place during my Wednesday, June 18th livestream, upon which I was escaping Cayo Perico, and for whatever reason, my rebreathers wouldn't work. You'll notice that the rebreather indicator in the lower right-hand corner of the screen is completely glitched out, and as soon as I hit the water, my character almost immediately began taking damage. And spamming left or right on the controller's D-pad made absolutely no difference. The rebreathers were completely broken and non-functional. However, if you look closely at my character, you can see that cosmetically at least, the rebreather is equipped, it's just not functioning. Now, in this case, my only options were to surface and swim away from the island and potentially be spotted by El Rubio, or to dive and, to prevent drowning, eat snacks, because for whatever reason, eating snacks underwater in the middle of the ocean restores your health. That doesn't even pass the common sense test. But wait, there's more. You guys know that little heat meter that you get with the 3 brand new businesses with the Money Fronts update, which if the heat meter becomes full, you can no longer run money laundering missions or any other operations for that business and collect passive income? Well, for some players, apparently even upon completing legitimate work for that business, their heat meter won't go down. Now, this is a game-breaking bug that Rockstar Games should have caught before they released the update. And yes, Rockstar Games is aware of this bug. But according to Rockstar support, there are a couple of workarounds that should work for all players. So, if you notice that after completing legitimate work for that business, that the heat bar doesn't go down, close the app, then restart, and that should fix the problem. Other suggestions are that if you change the interior color or tint for that business, that should also fix the problem. Again, I haven't independently tested that one, but apparently that does fix the problem. So my point behind this video is that Rockstar Games routinely breaks something in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online upon a release of a major title update, and unfortunately this has become the norm. You guys remember back in the old days when we could go to like a random electronics store and buy a video game irregardless of its platform, and you purchased a physical version 1.0 copy of that game that worked out of the box? Those days are long since gone. And this is not a new problem, but what we're seeing is some AAA game developers who are not properly quality control testing their updates upon release to ensure that these game-breaking bugs don't exist. And this is why PlayStation and Xbox both have certification programs in place for any and all updates released for any games on their respective platforms to ensure that these updates don't inadvertently break the game or brick the console. And I know all the haters and fanboys are out there going, "Bro, stop complaining, it's a free DLC." You know what else is free? a big fat smelly bag of garbage. And by that same logic, we should accept that big fat smelly bag of trash because hey, it's free, right? It might be garbage, but it's free. Wrong. And that's the fundamental flaw with that argument. When we begin to accept something that's broken as the norm, we've given up the fight. And let me finish by stating that I'm not taking jabs at Rockstar Games, but they need to fix all of these bugs ASAP. The Money Fronts DLC is a good update, but it's being let down by all of these game-breaking and unrelated bugs that exist as a result of this update. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this, so you guys sound off down in the comments below and let's discuss whether or not you've experienced any bugs or glitches during your playthroughs since the update. And with that being said, this video is a wrap. I've been OddMan105, aka The Odd One. And if you guys found this video informative, then you know what to do. Smash that subscriber button, hit that bell icon, leave a few likes while you're here, and hey, don't forget to check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there.